Hello and welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens, and I'm Car Boot Chris, and this is
Bagging Bell.
And here's Cookie. Hello.
Hello. Cookie's shattered.
Thank you very much for joining us again for Reseller Ramblings, and I hope you like my hat. I know I don't suit hats, but we're going to be utilising this shortly. So we'll let a few people get into the chat. Have we got anyone turned up yet?
We've got Money Mental first in the chat and first in the hat. Woo!
Write his name down.
Right, okay. Here we go.
So you made it, Andrew, after your weekend on the lash. Anyone else?
Money Mental.
Right, I'm going to take my hat off because this is where we're going to put the names for the prize.
One.
In the Sonic hat.
Who else have we got? We've got the Mad Tatter.
Hang on to that.
Oh, thank you.
So, in case you're not aware, I've got a line on my head now. That's why I don't wear hats. Look at the state of that. In case you're not aware, we're going to give away, not this exact one because this is mine for my movie room, but I'm going to give away the same one without the cushion in it. You'll have to put your own cushion in it.
Oh. That'll
save me a bit on postage as well. But it basically looks like that when you shove a cushion in it. So it's a Critters cushion cover. It's pretty awesome. And I sell these kind of covers on eBay and Etsy as well. I've just started on there. So yeah, everyone who comes into the live, you need to make a comment to let us know that you're there. So we can grab your username and we'll put your name into the hat as Bargain Bell is doing now. Must be a few people in, is there?
Well, I've just done the Mad Tatter. We've got Julie Hallilin. I've got Moggy Mog, Ian Evans. So yeah, we've got a few.
Cool.
Oh, Margaret Stewart. Margaret Stewart.
It doesn't matter where you live either. If you're in America, if you're in Australia, I will send this to you. But it will come in this form, so it'll be a bit cheaper for me to post. If you don't mind.
So Moggy Mog going in.
You can put your own cushion inside it. So yes, comment and you will be in the chance of winning that cushion cover. I'll keep reminding you throughout the chat. So I hope you're all well and you've been out car booting this morning, hopefully, like we have.
Yeah, you got me up early this morning.
We went to Bowlers, surprise it or not, Bowlers in Manchester. Because of the weather, it's not so good going to one out on a field, and a lot of them have been called off anyway. So we went to Bowlers, and then we stopped off at Burnage Rugby Club on our way back, which it weren't very good because the whole car park was flooded, wasn't it?
Well,
half of it was. So it was only half a small car boot. It wasn't on the field, just on the car park. So drop us a line if any of you guys went to either of those. Somebody did recognize me in Bowlers this time. Hello, if you're watching, I bought a jacket off you. So yeah, that's good. So that was what we did this morning, and we've got a few bits, not as much as normal because it just weren't the stalls out. I don't know if you found that as well. Are we getting any more people in for the prize draw?
We've just had Andrew Nolan join us as well. Hi, Andrew.
Oh, hello. You're in the hat.
Mad Tatter has said loads of cats in PDSA in Cheadle today. All sorts as well. They had about half a wall of them.
PDSA?
Yeah,
did you buy them? If you didn't, I might try and get down there.
And Mad Tatter said, yeah, Burnage was dead.
Loads of cats. I seem to get a lot of cats in Cheadle. Right, so there's a few things to go through. We're going to show you what we picked up at this morning's car boots. It's not a lot, so that shouldn't take too long. Also, I need to tell you about the new website, carbootchris.com.
Ta-da!
We're on the World Wide Web now, as well as YouTube. Basically, it's an extension of the other stuff that I'm doing. So the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube. I'm bringing it all together in one place. Trying to create a bit of a resource that might help some people, basically. Bits of tips, advice, things for reselling. I mean, I'm no expert, but I've learned a lot along the way, so why not share it? So if you want to pop over and follow, I think you can follow on that website. It's a WordPress, so you can follow and then be updated when I put a new blog on there. I'm going to put different stuff on there than what I put on the other sites. So there might be the odd bit of duplication, like a YouTube video or stuff like that, but I'm going to put special offers for my eBay page and all sorts. So keep an eye on that. Now? Yeah, it works now. Got the link going.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're not sick enough of seeing this mush all over your internet, just somewhere else you can find him.
And I've had a bit of traction already. I've had quite a few follows on the WordPress site. There's people subscribed to the newsletter. I've had some likes on the post, which is good. I'm not really monetizing it at the moment. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm using the space that I would for adverts just to promote my own eBay page so that you can click through. At the moment, I've got 15% off. If you go to carbootchris.com, click on one of my links to my own page, yeah, you can have 15% off anything in the shop. So yeah, that's something new. I'm also on Amazon now. I've started using FBA, which was a bloody nightmare. Oh my God, it took me about 5 hours to sort that out.
Yeah, I just left him to it and caught up on Game of Thrones.
Oh, I think I did too much in one go, having no knowledge of it. So I was kind of working my way through it. You know how the FBA system, like you create a shipment, you label stuff, you do this, that, and the other, and then you finally take it to the shop and post it. It was a bit of a nightmare, but I know what I'm doing now. So I think in future, I don't know if any of you guys do FBA, but in the future, I think I might just do one box at a time. So maybe, you know, obviously get as many items as you can in the one big box. So I think I'll do one at a time because it just took forever. It took a lot of time on a Sunday night to sort that out.
Mad Tatter said he hasn't bought them. That's why he's telling you that they're there.
So it was in PDSA in Cheadle.
Margaret Stewart has said she thinks there's better car boots in England than up here in Scotland. Well, we can probably agree with you there because we were up in Scotland for a few days last week. Week before? Last week. No.
Was it?
No, not last week. Week before, just before the Easter weekend, and we really struggled to find any decent car boots. And I mean, we ended up going to one, and it had
two cars.
We got up early for that. So yeah, I think you need to come visit us down here, and we can show you around some decent car boots. Moggy Mog, I woke up late, so just went to Bolton Football Ground, just bagged a few figures of Power Rangers. It's a bit far for us though to just do it on a.
It's doable, but I didn't get much last time I went there.
So,
yeah, so I didn't bother going back again, but it's on the radar.
Yeah. Ian has asked, do you know any car boots in Manchester, in the Manchester area during the week? I don't think we have any, do we?
In the Manchester area, no. Oh no, hang on. Well, it's just outside Manchester. It's the old Botany Bay car boot, which has now changed locations. I don't think it's anywhere near Botany Bay, but they do a Wednesday and a Saturday.
Right.
But just look it up on Facebook. Just search Botany Bay car boot. You should find it via that. But I think that's a Wednesday. But it's a bit of a trek. I mean, it's just outside it's on the limits of Greater Manchester, I think.
We've got the Tap Doctor with us. Hello. I saw you going into our little hat. He said he was over last week and went to Holly Lane, but didn't make it to Bowlers.
Yeah. You
didn't go to Holly Lane?
No, Holly Lane's like, is it Cheshire? Cheshire way. But it's near like Chelford and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holly Lane. Near the airport, but I've been to that one a few times, but if we go in that direction we tend to do Chelford because now there's two there technically, so you can kill two birds with one stone there.
We've got the car boots in Essex are fantastic.
Essex?
That's definitely a bit far for us unless we're going on holiday. Spoilt for choice.
Wherever we go, like in the UK, like if we're going to stay in a few days, we always get Googling to find out if there's any decent charity shops or any car boot sales on near us, and we tend to go and have a look, don't we?
He's lying, even if we're not in the UK.
Well,
it doesn't matter what country we're in, we find whatever their version of reselling is, and we go and we have a mooch round.
So if you've not made a comment yet, don't forget, say hello, at least say hello. You don't have to join in any conversation if you don't want to, and you could be winning this at the end of this show.
Daisy Mays just said, I came in late, do I need to go in the hat? Yes, I'll put you in now, don't you worry.
So, as well as Amazon, I've just started listing on Etsy. I've only put a couple of listings on there, just to sort of test the water. And I'm doing these, the cushion covers, because technically they are handmade. Even though it's in Hong Kong, they are handmade.
It doesn't say where they have to be handmade.
No, it doesn't say it has to be a UK. It's handmade, and that's that. So I've started listing on Etsy. I haven't sold anything yet, but I just thought I'd go and have a look at it. I might put a few more of those on. So I've got eBay, Amazon, and Etsy now. And of course, carbootchris.com, but I'm not using that really for direct selling. So shall I show you what we picked up today?
I just want to point out, somebody's mentioned here that there's a midweek one in Chorley.
Oh.
Apparently.
I didn't know that.
That'd be might be worthwhile having a look up.
I do run, if some of you might be in it or not. I know some of you are, but I do run a group on Facebook solely for the sharing of car boot sales, tabletops, jumble sales, and stuff like that in the northwest of England. So Greater Manchester, North Wales, Lancashire, that kind of area. If you're in that area, or you don't mind traveling into it to source or thrift, then feel free to join the group. Just search for Greater Manchester and Northwest car boots, and you'll find it there. And join the group, because all we do on there is we just share locations of events that we find, and it's quite useful.
Just going to run through because I've got a few things popping in here. So I've got the Tack Dot saying Holly Lane is style. Yeah, it is. I've got some bits, nothing to shout about. Will you be doing FBA videos?
I can actually consider what I was going to do. I was going to, when I did that first FBA shipment, I was going to video bits of it, but I was that stressed out by it, and it already took me about 5 hours. I'd have been there all night doing videos, so I might do one. But if you need to watch, there's loads on YouTube. But look at Nick Hills and Andrea. Look at their video. They've done a couple of my first sort of FBA shipments. So go and have a look at theirs for the time being, and then come back to me later on. I might do one.
Monumental said he did flea markets in Los Angeles and met Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son.
No, he was at a flea market.
Apparently, claim to fame. Margaret Sass, did we find any decent charity shops up in Nowhere Land in Scotland?
Kilmarnock.
Yeah,
we've got a few bits in Kilmarnock town centre. Other than that, went to another couple of places.
Oh, we went to the two coastal towns, didn't we? We went to Ayr and we went to Prestwich.
Ayr and Prestwich.
Yeah, we got absolutely nothing in either of those. But yeah, Kilmarnock wasn't bad. Quite a lot of charity shops there, weren't there?
Anything else before I carry on?
Lee's popped in. Hi Lee, that's my nephew. Nice to see
Lee.
you. I'll put you in the hat. Oh, we've got Emma Nurney. Smithfield Market in Openshaw used to be a good market. We haven't been there for ages, have we?
Literally, Smithfield Market, we could almost walk there. If we wanted to, we could walk there. It'd probably take about 25 minutes to walk. It's just traders. It's just traders and like mobile phone accessory stores and
people selling dodgy stuff.
Meat and veg and stuff like that, really. I've stopped going there, even though it literally is a stone's throw from our house. It's just pointless. It's
not worth it. Just letting you know, Emma, I'm putting you in the hat.
Don't worry, if you make a comment and say hello, we will put your name in the hat, even if we don't manage to give you a shout out. Annabelle's got it.
Just a couple more. Daisy Mays asked, how long have we been reselling?
Well, technically, I've been on eBay since the year 2000. My personal account dates back to the year 2000, so nearly 20 years. But I started officially reselling as a business with a separate eBay account in 2015. So 4 years we've been reselling, and we've slowly grown and grown and grown. We're on about,
when you say we, it was your hobby and your thing, but you've now grown to the point where I've become bargain bell and I do it as well.
Yeah,
it's a family thing.
Yeah, we're at, on eBay we're on about 750 listings. I just listed some more today, so around 750 to 800, something like that.
And that's because I haven't pulled my finger out for about 3 weeks. I really do need to get on top of it. If you could see the pile of stuff that's behind the computer that's waiting for me to list, it's ridiculous.
And then we've got about 60 odd items on Amazon FBA and a couple of things on Etsy. I do use Facebook Marketplace occasionally when I can bother dealing with all the crap that comes with it. But yeah, so we're just slowly growing and buying more stuff and then not listing it.
Okay, right, we'll say hello to Mick Shotton and Dab Kitty. Hello, welcome.
Hello,
hi, watching us. Both of you are in the hat.
Good.
So do you want to start with some of your...
All right, boss, okay.
Come on, mush. Go.
Right.
Before you do that, will you pass me my brew?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You lazy bastard.
Language, there might be children
There's
watching.
There's no kids.
Thank you, dear.
Okay. Right, so a couple of small car boots. So there's not a lot of stuff to show you, so it shouldn't take too long. Now, the light in here is terrible, isn't it? Can you see that? It's Harry Potter. What is that? Fufflepuff? Is that Fufflepuff?
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
I'm useless at Harry Potter. Harry Potter Hufflepuff. That's better. Wax and seal kit, and it's actually from the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. It's one of these things that you melt and you stamp the back of the envelope. It cost me £3, and I looked it up first. What does he say?
No Money Mental says there goes the monetization, and our nephew's just gone, oi, Chris, language.
Yeah, it cost me £3, and one sold recently for 15, so I'll be happy with 15 if that comes of it. That'd be pretty good.
And that's if I haven't nicked it away.
What would you want it for?
I know, it's just cool if you're a Harry Potter.
Another Harry Potter item from the same stall. It's again, it's from Warner Brothers Studio Tour. It's brand new. It's never been used. Slytherin, I think I can say that one. Slytherin mug, one of the 3D ones. It's nice, that. And it costs £4. That's way more than what I would normally pay for a mug, isn't it? But it's almost a guaranteed sell. Some of them are sold. One only sold for £5.99, but then there's one listed for £24.99. That's all the activity there is. There isn't any others listed. So I'll just pitch this at about 15 quid, and we'll make somewhere in the middle. We'll make about a tenner on it. I just want to say congratulations, Bargain Bell. She bought this, and it's absolute rubbish. It's It's a fail. It's Planet Hollywood shot glass, but it's from Disneyland Resort Paris.
Yeah.
How much was it?
50p.
50p. It's basically worthless. They're going for like £1.99, £2.99.
Oh, I didn't know that, did I?
I'm just telling you.
Thank you.
You're a failure.
That's not bad considering I only pointed out 2 things, and one of them's a fail.
Yeah. What I'll do, I'll probably just keep it until we've got some other Planet Hollywood stuff and sell them together. But as it stands like that, it's not worth selling. But I understand why you picked it up.
Put it on our holiday shelf. Just pretend that we bought it from somewhere.
Well, we did go there, didn't we?
We did. We went for Lee's birthday, actually.
The logic behind picking it up is that it's stamped at Disneyland Resort. So you nearly always make some money on these when they've got the Disneyland stamp on them. But that particular item is not worth much. So 50p. Gone.
Well, you win some, you lose
some. This is a Lost Dog figurine. I'll not bother taking it out of the box, but it's just a collectible figurine, like what you buy in the jewellery shop type places. I have sold a lost dog before. I got good money for it. This one cost me £2.
I mean, that was a lost dog figurine and not an actual lost dog.
Yeah, I think people have figured that out. It cost £2. There's a couple of solds. They were a bit all over the show, but I'm going to go for about £15 on that. Now, make sure you keep an eye on new people.
Nobody new's come in yet. I'm just having a look. Someone's asked if we've got any Ravenclaw merchandise, but I don't think we have at the moment.
Probably not. I picked up these Disney figures. Oh, there's one Marvel one in there as well, but they're just Disney figures, nothing special. But there's about 15 in there, and it was only £1.30. Just
the dog.
Just various figures.
He's wondering what's banging around for bread.
So at £1.30, I thought I'd just pick them up. They're always handy to have to bundle with things, other Disney related stuff, or I might just do a job lot together. I'm not going to put a price on it because chances are it'll just go in with something else. But it's so cheap, you might as well just pick them up. What else did we get? Some caps. Can't believe
Amazingly.
Can't believe you didn't pick up those caps in Cheadle. How much were they, by the way, in the PDSA shop? Those caps, were they expensive? So I'll try not to drop all these. Oh, don't get a pen on the cap. Schoolgirl error. I picked up this Sonic one, which is all tagged. It's Bio World, which was quite nice. So I got that. I got a Star Wars Disney tagged cap. Is that the Flash?
I think, yeah, the Flash.
Flash cap. Tagged. And two Pokemon. And I've sold these before, so I know they'll sell. I got all 5 for £11. So it's about £2.20 each. They're going to be selling for a minimum of £10 each, probably more on some of them. Like the Sonic one, I expect to be worth at least 15, maybe more, and the Pokemon's probably similar. I've not looked up the others yet, but minimum of £10 on the caps, probably more.
Mad Tatter says he thinks they weren't a huge amount. He thinks about £5 was the dearest one he saw.
I might go back and see if they're still there at some point in the week, although I don't know when I'll have time to do it.
No way,
yeah. Okay, so today's sort of unusual buy, sort of no idea what I'm doing, sort of buy this box of cassettes. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's Frank Sinatra, The Best of Frank. There is Pocahontas, something or other. Some stuff in there. There's Thumbelina. There's PG Tips the Bear. What else? Elton John, Candle in the Wind 97. I know that's worthless because I've had a look. Cher, the Shoop Shoop song.
It's class song.
Yeah.
Everyone's singing it in their head now, aren't they?
So I got this lot of tapes. It was the first, as I walked through the door, I just saw that, and when I picked it up, she just said it was £1 for the lot. So I just took it. I saw a couple of Disney ones over here, the Pocahontas and something else, and I thought, well, one of these worth a £5 is going to give me my money back. And that Frank Sinatra one, I have seen people selling that for a couple have sold for £10. So if that was to go for £10, that's great, because the rest is they're probably just worthless, but I just thought I'd have a go. For £1, you can't really go wrong, can you?
Bag's worth more than that.
No, it's not. It's crap.
Is it?
It smells bad as well.
Mad Tatter said that some of the caps weren't very good, but some were all right with stickers on them. Lee's mentioned that Macclesfield has loads of charity shops, and Mad Tatter has commented saying that, yeah, apparently it's amazing.
Oh.
Said he went down the other week and it's practically a Sue Rider village.
I'm pretty sure the Mad Tatter, Andy is called. I think he told me about that on another message that he sent me. So I might do Macclesfield. We should do Macclesfield, shouldn't we?
It's not a million miles away.
So I also picked up these, which I thought were pretty cool. They're all sealed up. They are Hitman figurines. They're like, they're probably about 12 inches.
Don't start with it again. I have no idea what 12 inches is.
You liar. These, I think they are really cool. One of them might even stay in my movie room. I really like them. They're all sealed up. I bought 5 of them as a job lot, and they were £11 for 5, which is £2.20 as we know, because the caps were the same price. So I bought a box of these, but they're not got a massive value, have they? We checked them out on the way home. Annabelle had a look on the phone, and we might get a tenner each on them.
Still £50 profit on your £11 buy.
Yeah, I mean, if I got a tenner each, I'd be happy. But what I might do with these, because there's not a lot going on, there's somebody that's doing it cheaper on eBay. I might put them on Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone's interested on Facebook. But I think they're really nice. Any more chit chat?
Mad Tatter said, Giggity.
Hey?
Giggity.
Giggity. What's that mean?
I have no idea. What's Giggity? What are we talking about? And Money Mental, I'm not even justifying it. Don't encourage him. Doesn't need it.
I found this stripe gremlin.
Who found it?
Well, we found. When I say I,
no, who found it?
We.
I
would have had it if I was in front of you.
But you weren't, so I found it. Why are you sniffing its butt?
Seeing what it smells like. I've got the Gizmo version of this plush as well, which I picked up last week. If I put the two together, 30 quid potentially. One lot sold for 30 quid. This one and Gizmo. Gizmo's actually tagged. So 2 together for 30 quid would be good, because we paid £1 for that. So that's cool.
Yeah. Mad Tatter apparently said that Giggity is a Family Guy reference. We've never watched Family Guy, have
we? Never watched it. Sorry. What does it mean still? I picked up this designer jacket, and I'm almost certain it is real, that I've not been duped again. The quality of it is really nice. It's Emporio Armani 7. And it's got all the tags in all the right places. And you can just tell things like the you can just tell that it's nice quality. This was a guy who recognized me, and when I started looking at this, I was thinking for myself, because I thought it was nice. It's a nice jacket, but it's too small for me. It's only a medium, and it's a slim fitting medium as well, which I've got no chance with.
I'm not sure you're an Armani sort of
person. Well, am I then? Primark?
Yeah.
Great. It costs £8. So I can't find one exactly the same as this. But I think I'm going to go for about £30 to £40. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So I might have to do a bit more research on this.
Money Mental says he's got one. I like it.
Right.
Now, I thought you were along our lines. I thought you were Primani.
So I think that's quite nice. Maybe 30 quid. But I would be guessing. So I'd rather do a bit more research on it before that. And I think this is the last item.
It's a quick lot this time, isn't
it? You saw, I'll give you the credit. It's a Marvel Girls single duvet set. And he was doing, was it 2 for a £5?
No, 4 for a £10.
4 for £10. He let us have these out. I have to do the angle on this so that you can actually see it. It's stupid. 4 for £10. I did a quick scan on Amazon FBA, what I would likely to get on there, and it will give it, if it sells at the price that it's currently listed at, you're looking at £10 or £11 profit. But they're going for about £15, £16 on eBay anyway. So I might just put them on eBay. It'll be easier, really. Unless I need to sort of fill or I could split 2 and 2, 2 on eBay, 2 up to Amazon. So there's a good £10 profit minimum each on these.
It's probably a good buy as well with,
I got 4.
with the new Avengers film being out at the minute.
Yeah, but when is there nothing Marvel out at the cinema anyway? There's always something.
Martin Lower said that Armani top should be more than 30 if it's real.
I was just going off, because it's second-hand, I was going off what other kind of similar Armani jackets were going for, and it was sort of 30 to £40 generally. But who knows? I need to find one probably on Google or Google Images or something to see what it's worth.
Monumental said he's an XXL in Armani.
Yeah, they're very slim fitting. That's a medium. I can't even get the zip together at the bottom, so slim fitting.
Having a look there. I don't think I've got Martin Lowe who made that comment about the Armani. I think that's the first comment you've made, isn't it? You need to go in our hat, you see.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on
just
that.
A reminder for everyone watching,
Okay.
if you say hello on the chat so that we know that you're there, you are in the draw to win this cushion cover, this amazing Critters artwork cushion cover. Now, I'll just remind you, it doesn't come with the cushion inside because that means that my postage costs a lot more. You will get it like this, all nicely sealed up, ready to go. You just need to put a cushion in it, and I can post it like this. Bang. And wherever you are in the world, providing it's not like South Korea or something, I'll post it there. America, wherever. I'll take the hit and I'll post it just to thank you all for joining us, because it's our 50th video.
Woo! Well, it's not my 50th video.
Well, we're a partnership, aren't we?
Because we are.
So it's the 50th Car Boot Chris video. So just big thank you to everyone for tuning in.
Well, that's worked actually, because I've just had 3 more hellos. Woohoo! Hi guys. So we've got Will You Take Less, Catherine Hill, and Patrick Cusack all going in the hat.
If any of you have your own YouTube channels, like I know Monumental does, obviously, and there's a few more. I've not been watching the chat, but I know a few more names have popped up. Who feel free to drop in the chat. I don't mind if you want to put a link to your channel so that everyone else can go and follow you. So feel free to do that. No problem at all with that. Don't mind cross promoting, because I might see some in there that I'm not subscribed to anyway. So
I'm down to my last piece of paper. I wasn't expecting to use that many.
Yeah, you can use that. Now, I've had a pretty good weekend of sales. I don't know about you lot. I've done, I think I've had about 12 sales yesterday and today. 220 quid plus postage costs on top of that. So that's a pretty good weekend for me. That I'm fairly happy with that.
I'm looking forward to some nice treats in London next week.
Now, this week's question of the day is, what is your best tip for reselling? Now, I know we've done loads of videos between us and that have done the rounds about tips and tricks and advice for resellers. So what is your best tip that you can give either new sellers, new resellers, or experienced resellers. I always say, if you go and find my top 10, was it we did? My top 10 tips. My number 1 tip was put best offer on everything that you've got on eBay. Because the minute I did that, I had offers flooding in all over the show. Yeah. Yes, you do get some silly offers. You get people offering £1 for something that's £50. Always counter them. I never ever have anything automatic for refusing offers, and I always counter no matter what they offer. So if I have something listed that's £50, someone offers £1, I will counter and say 49, and you'll be surprised where people will meet you. Sometimes they just try it on. That's my biggest tip. Add best offer to everything on eBay. So let us know what your best tips are, and we'll share it around.
A little bit of a war going on here between Money Mental and Gemma Lou. Gemma Lou's popped in and said she wouldn't watch Money Mental. So he said, I forgot here. Apparently Money Mental was voted the greatest YouTuber ever in Bristol. And Gemma Lou's best tip is to not watch Money Mental.
Okay.
Poor Money Mental, what have you done to Gemma Lou? Hey? I'm sure it's all in good humour. Let's have a look. Tat Doctor thinks those tapes are yours. Trust me, his are worse. He has a drawer full upstairs of Hayden's. Tapes. Yeah, them tapes that you've got. Your box of tapes.
Yeah.
He reckons they're yours. Yeah, just bought them today.
No, I definitely bought them for £1.
But Chris has in the drawer upstairs a whole collection of Hayden's mixtapes. What you did when you were like 15, haven't you?
Oh, mixtapes, can't beat them. And then I went on to mix CDs as well.
Yeah, Chris sees himself as a bit of a DJ in his part-time.
And then now I have my own Spotify mixes. So I've evolved as time's gone on.
And during your time in the police force, you became DJ 1015, didn't you?
DJ 1015, yeah, in the house. I've actually made my own. I've got 3 tracks that I made myself. I don't know whether we should actually play them at some point. I created 3 tracks from scratch. You remember that, for those of you that do video games, you remember the game on PlayStation 1 called Music, and it allowed you to create your own songs, and not necessarily singing, but your own sort of dance tracks and stuff, and then you could download them. Well, I created 3 songs using that software, and I've still got them on my phone now. They're awesome. They're really good. Do you remember Music on PlayStation? That's what I used.
Yeah, maybe we should do it on another video and see if other people think it is. Right, okay, let's have a look. Will you take less? Sell a variety of tat.
A good variety is always useful. I found that because I was focused on figures and movie stuff. But then as soon as I started branching out into like clothing, especially clothing, what else? What other crap do I sell? All kinds of things now, really, to be honest. I don't limit myself. There are certain things, as we said in the last video I did, that we don't pick up at all. We just can't be bothered with. But
we used to focus on little fiddly, just bits that were worth not very much, that we used to bundle, whereas now we focus on the more individual items that have got a little bit more.
Yeah,
to them, don't we?
Trying to, like, when I first started, I did a lot of plush toys. Plush toys are great if you're new to reselling because they cost next to nothing. They're easy to pack, and you do make profit out of them if you get the right ones. So they're a really good place to start, but you have to evolve from just doing plush toys because you'll never really make huge amounts of money,
unless you pick up the
real good ones.
Yeah.
But when I first started, you could pick a plush toy up for 50p and sell it for £10. But now what I'm trying to do is increase the average sale price. And it's actually worked what we've been doing at our sort of little plan over the last year, because this time last year my average sale was about £9 or £10. Now my average sale is about £19 to £20. So that's where we've changed what we're selling.
We've got the £20 shop going on now, haven't we?
Go on.
Daisy May said, "You two remind me of us Alabama pickers. YouTube channel. They are a reseller couple. Check them out. Very entertaining, just like us.
I've seen some of theirs. Yeah, they're good.
Are we there?
Of course. We're English. We're from the UK.
Oh yes. We drink tea while doing it. Mad Tatter, be confident about what you do know and honest about what you don't know. Every day is a school day when reselling, so an open mind is essential.
Definitely.
Very philosophical.
Yeah.
Getting deep there.
Getting really deep.
I think Gemma Lou and Money Mental are still going for it. I'm just going to leave you two lovebirds to have your little whatever's going on there.
Arrange a meet up.
But she's got, my best tip really is to research.
Yeah, I researched at a car boot sales store. I did that today a few times, especially if you're paying higher ticket prices on stuff, or if you're in a charity shop and you can just sort of move away, do a bit of research and go back and pick it up.
Yeah, I've not quite got the hang of this because I still cringe and go and pretend that I don't belong to Chris or I don't know him when he gets his phone out and starts scanning barcodes and researching while people are stood there looking at us. He did it with those bed covers today, and I literally can't look at the person that we're buying them off because...
Oh, come on, they're not silly. They know people are buying. Why would I buy 4 of the same single dude? I haven't got... You're not going to put them in.
I know, but
I'm not going to buy 4.
It still makes me feel uncomfortable. So
listen, he asked 4 for a tenner. I gave him I gave him a tenner for 4. I gave him his asking price.
I know.
He don't care what I'm going to do with it.
I know, but I just find it awkward.
It is can be a bit awkward sometimes, but you've got to do it.
Where am we up to on here? Julie Hellill says, buy one thing you know nothing about every time you source, learn about it.
No, that's my motto. I always do that. That's what I did with the cassette tapes today.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you don't pay a lot for it, it doesn't matter if it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
Like my shot glass.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't matter. You've got to try these things. Don't forget, if you're new to the chat, make a comment so that you're in the hat to win this.
Will you take? I sent 91 items to auction and I had one bid all day on the one thing I forgot to change, the free posting. I sent 91 items to auction and I had one bid all day on the one thing I forgot. Oh, on the one thing that I forgot to change, the free posting.
Ah, bugger. Learning curve.
What's that? Because we don't do auctions, do we? With somebody.
You mean auctions on eBay? You obviously you can do buy it now, good till cancel.
But when we was at the car boot last week, we were talking to that guy who gave you a list of auctions in our local area, didn't you, for going buying stuff?
Yeah.
That we said that we might have a look at.
Yeah.
Different. Gave
us a list of auction sites and stuff locally, but I have had a look. I've not really seen anything that's grabbed me, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Monumental says his top tip is to have faith in your prices and don't try and undercut everyone else.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if the cheapest item that's listed is going to sell at some point, and then yours will be next up, hopefully, or next one after that. Yeah. Eventually, it will sell.
But the thing is, if you know that something is really worth that amount of money, just because somebody else is selling it dirt cheap, they might not really understand what value it's got in it. So like you said, you're not going to try and undercut somebody if you know it's definitely worth more.
Well, one example of that is this mug. Someone's got, there's only 2 that I could see. One had sold for $5.99. Now that's way too cheap. It's got $12.99.95 tag on it. It's brand new, and it'll probably sell for more than what it's actually tagged for. So they might have had it on an auction, or they've had it on buy it now, but they've sold it too cheap. But someone else has got it listed but not sold for $24.99. So they obviously know that it's worth a lot more. But I'm going to stick it in the middle so that hopefully it'll sell a bit quicker. But yeah, you don't always have to be the cheapest. Just bide your time and wait for the right person to find your item, especially if there's no more on there.
Matt Tata says he's got a copy of that PS1 music for sale.
That was a classic, that. I made some great... Shall I play him? Can we play him?
Mad Tata says another tip when starting out: use your knowledge and experience to buy the best of what you know, then gradually push the boundaries of your comfort zone. You really are full of like philosophical sayings, aren't you?
Yeah, he's got all the right words, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But you're right. You're absolutely right in what you're saying. It's true. I'm going to play you my 10-15 tracks. You probably won't be able to hear it properly.
I'm just going to get a load of laughing faces all over this.
No, you're not.
Now.
These are brilliant.
Yeah, I am.
Let me know if this is too loud because I don't know how it's going to work.
Oh, we've got Andrew Wilding, Mr. Diggs Deals.
Hello. Hi, Andrew.
Can I rip this up now?
Well, yeah, rip it up. It's fine. It just had me prompts to remind me to tell you about stuff.
I've run out of little pieces of paper. Shows how lacking in faith I am about how many people actually come in.
Right, are we ready for these tracks? I'm considering releasing these on Spotify and seeing if anyone wants to pay for them. The problem is that I've sampled a couple of songs on them. That makes me sound professional, doesn't it?
No.
I love you. I love you, honey bunny. Everybody be cool, this is a robbery! Any of you fucking bitch!
Sorry.
Move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
No. His language is shocking.
That wasn't me, it was on there. I sampled that. Shall I fast forward?
I love you, honey bunny.
Oh, that's next.
I love you.
I'm way behind on this chat, babe. And
Just
you're
go
just
for
sat
it.
there playing.
This is the highest quality pressing in the industry.
I need to share these
This is the
songs.
highest quality pressing in the industry.
Monumental says he scams if he's buying from a trader. Tap Doctor said, to be fair, he'd disown you too.
Really?
Yeah.
No one else scan.
Catherine Hill says, tip, fill in as many item specs as possible.
Yeah.
Right, turn that rubbish off now. Oh my God.
I need to share these songs.
No, you don't. Turn them off.
Really? Can't turn it off. Why won't it turn off? Alright, go on.
Oh, God. Yeah, so fill in as many item specs as possible. You told me that the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, you've really got to start doing that now on eBay because it helps with your search ranking and stuff on Google so that your items come up. Put as many specs in as you can, especially, I know they're forcing you to do it on clothing as well. So you really need to fill those in. It's going to help you sell. Yeah,
Mad Tatter's got another one. Don't apologise. I'm loving your little says, and he actually says he's going to be doing a video on this soon. If it's an item you don't know and can't find out about, don't spend more than you can afford to lose in case of mistakes.
Yeah, it's good.
You're like a guru.
He's got these written down.
Yeah,
He's got these written down, hasn't he?
Loving it.
That's good.
Monumental, my top tip is to date. Oh, is to date Andrew Nolan. He's super cool.
Gemma's in there anyway, isn't she? She's already lining herself up.
Margaret Street said, I would never scan in a shop, but getting used to it now, especially if I'm sourcing for FBA. So you'd be all right.
Never scan in a shop? I would.
No, she said she never used to scan in a shop, but she's getting used to it now. Monumental says, I always push the market with prices as well. You don't tend to go above with prices, do you, if there's people?
The only time that I'll hit high is if there's no precedence on eBay. Like if there's no item sold or no item listing, I'll just go high on it, just see what happens. And we have had some success with that.
Anything I had listed that I got for free, I sent to auction, and all the tat I had left, I loaded up the van for a booty next week, having a spring clean out. That was the when he was saying about the 91 items that he'd sent to to auction. God, guys, I'm struggling to keep up with you here.
Come on, keep up.
Margaret Stewart said, I sold a Disney mug for £19.99, even though it was still selling in the Disney store for £10. That is impressive. That is very impressive.
Did it go abroad? Sometimes they can't get what we can get. So, like, if you sell it on GSP or something.
Yeah, Monumental said, there goes the YouTube pennies again. You said fecking, that's okay.
Hopefully they won't pick up on that. They might get the copyright on it, and then I'm buggered.
We've got new South London resellers in. DJ in the house. Please don't encourage him. No.
If you liked the tunes, I'll play a bit more. So
no,
come on.
No more.
Come on.
No.
We need that music out in the public domain.
Maybe when we're drawing for the thing in the end.
Got a pen on me,
I'm not getting pen on you at.
Good money, that.
I know.
Come on, are you caught?
Glow stick whistles, wish I'd known. Seriously, no, it's rubbish. What are these people listening to?
These tracks, I tell you, if these had been released in the 90s, I'd have made a killing.
Bop it.
Bop it.
Bop it.
Oh yeah, the Bop It the game.
Margaret said he should have known she'd have bought another one from the Disney store. Go buy more than one if you're selling them at 20 when they're up for 10.
Have you all commented to put your name in the hat for this? I'm going to send it. If you're new in the live chat, I'm going to send this to whoever gets drawn out of the hat. It doesn't matter where you live. I'm going to send it to you at whatever cost it costs me to do it.
Right, Mad Tatter. Got another one. Always remember the 7 Ps. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Stop swearing.
I like that. You can never be too organised. Well, or you can be very unorganised like we are.
The Mad Tatter, if you keep giving out all your best tips, then no one's going to watch your video, so you need to hold some of these back.
Do you know what I've just done here?
What?
I wrote DJ in the house instead of South London reseller.
So if that had come out, then I'd have won it.
Yeah, sorry, got you. You're in now. Who else have we got that's joined us?
Any more good tips for us? There's been loads of good ones. I mean, especially for new peeps. I tell you what.
Oh, here we go. Advice to a newbie would be to buy decent scales. The wrong post price can hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, here's a tip based on that postage thing, right? Especially if any of you use My Hermes, you need to do this. It'll help you. If you weigh something and it's close to the My Hermes limits, so if it's like nearly 1 kilogram or nearly 2 kilograms or nearly 5 kilograms, then whilst your item is sat on the scales, take a picture and just keep it for a couple of weeks, because My Hermes are buggers for trying to charge you for overweight things. I've had about 6 or 7 emails from them saying that you're going to be invoiced for an item that's overweight, and when I've checked what the item was, it was nowhere near being overweight. But normally when it's close, sometimes it gets flagged up by them, or their system is just absolutely crap. So
stop it, right? Seriously,
that's crap's not a swear word.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. So take a quick picture of it on the scales. When they send you that email and say, oh, your item's overweight, just send them the picture, because what they always say is, oh, we need photographic evidence. So I send them that, and then they get rid of the invoice. So that's a little tip for you.
Sunbird from Yorkshire, you haven't got in too late. Don't worry about it. As long as you've enjoyed your tea.
Sunbird from Yorkshire.
That's what she's called.
Oh, right.
I've not just called her Sunbird from Yorkshire.
I thought you said there's Sunbird from Yorkshire in the chat here.
No, she was having a tea, but don't worry, you're not too late. You're in the app. You probably don't know what you're in the app for, but you're in the app. Where are we up to?
This is what you come with.
Oh, Gemma Lou said she thinks she's pinched this from ads, but turnover is vanity and profit is sanity.
Turnover is vanity, profit is That's okay. Yeah, I'll have that.
Okay.
It's good.
Tip for newbies: have some savings in the bank. Inevitably, some months will be poorer than others. I suppose that's if you're doing it full time.
If you're full time, yeah. I mean,
I'm
I'm not full time. I have a full time job, so I'm a bit more flexible with stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got South London Reseller said, if it hasn't been said, for newbies, sell what's in your house before you start sourcing.
Everyone says that. It's good. It's a good one.
It's a good starting point.
You know what you need to do as well? I'll put it on Instagram over the last couple of days. If you're expecting to go reasonably big with your eBay selling or your Amazon, and you say you want to list more than 100 items, which most of us are doing more than 100, you need to start as you mean to go on with your inventory and stock room, numbered boxes, so that you can find your items easily when they sell. I don't do this. I'm like past the point of no return. If I'm going to have to do this at some point, but it's going to take me a couple of days of my time to do it because it's a nightmare. I've had items that I can't even find because of my poor system. Everything is. Yeah. I have a system, but it's not good enough. You've got to have numbered boxes so that you can go directly to the place where the item is. So that is one that you need to do.
Yeah, definitely. Monumentals with me with the swearing, by the way. See. Jem Lee says, I ignore all of my Hermes emails. Stop using Parcel to Go as they take the amount straight from your balance.
I don't use Parcel to Go. I just use my Hermes. Right, go on. Here's a tip for you. My Hermes, right? Sign up to Quidco, right? And then whenever you go to do your My Hermes postages, go through Quidco and you get 5% back on every single time you do postage. I've earned about 40 quid so far in the last 2 months. So it's about, depending on how many items you post, it's a no-brainer. It costs you just a couple of clicks and you'll get that cash back.
But you use that rule on everything, don't you? You literally do everything through Quidco.
Yeah, I do everything through Quidco. Why not?
You must have had a couple of grand back so far since you've been doing it.
I've had about £1,900 in cash back through Quidco over the last sort of 10 years, so definitely worth signing up to it. If you do want to sign up to Quidco, do us both a favour. Go to carbootchris.com. I've got a blog on there about it. Click on my link to sign up to Quidco. Right, you get a tenner, I get a tenner, everyone's happy. So do it that way if you're going to sign up to Quidco, because then we both get free money.
Yay, we like free money. Sunbird from Yorkshire's put eBay -JJ on Insta. So is that your Insta for us to follow? Okay. I'm assuming.
We'll follow you.
We'll follow you, yeah. Monumental wants his cushion cover. Don't worry, I'm watching the time. We will be doing this shortly. Tap Doctor, I can't seem to source decent stock on a low budget relying on charity shops. We've said this over and over, haven't we? Car boots are definitely better.
Car boots are better than your charity shops for low budget stuff. What was that Instagram name?
Instagram.
I'm going to do it now.
Was eBay -JJ on Insta.
eBay.
line.
Hyphen.
Yeah, that thing.
JJ.
No. J as in JAY.
JAY.
Yeah.
That one. eBay JJ. What are you looking at? Staring at it.
No, just it must be eBay JJ.
Okay. I'm already following you. If anyone else wants to follow eBay JJ on Insta, go for it.
Mr. Digsdale says in charity shops, always make sure you look in mystery bags and boxes. Just because it says something on the outside may not be what's inside, or just look in all plain boxes and bags.
I must admit, I don't always look in that much detail. I should do. Sometimes I do if there's something on top of the pile that entices me to go and look, but I don't always dig down. But I should do, really.
No, what he's saying is if you see boxes, open them and have a look inside, because it's not always what it says on the outside on the inside. It's like a surprise.
Yeah, should do that. I probably don't do that, but yeah. You never know what's in there.
Monumental says if he wins it, he's selling it to you for 50 quid.
I don't want it back. It's yours, mate. It's yours. If you win it.
Sunbird from Yorkshire says, what does everyone do with low storage? Use every room in the house, apparently, or so it is in ours.
Stack high up. Keep going high. I've got those bargain, what is it? Home Bargains tubs that are clear ones, so that you can see what's in each one. I label the front of it very vaguely, like toys, plush toys, Disney, whatever. Don't do that. Put numbers on it and then cross-reference it on your eBay listing what number box it's in. But I stack them high. I've got like 5 high. But a word of warning with the Home Bargains boxes, they break. If they're a bit heavy, they can break on the top, the lids. I've had a couple of them break, and then you nearly rip your hand open when you go and lift them down. So just be careful with those boxes. They're not the best, but they are cheap. They're like 2 for a tenner or something.
Got a tip on here: don't buy cheap tape. The kidnap victims break free too easy.
Yeah. Buy decent tape.
Yeah. My Hermes are on top cashbacks as well.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't use top cashback. I've always used Quidco. But I tend to go to them.
Ooh, this is one that we've never done. Don't be afraid to ask to look in the back of charity shops at stuff they haven't put out yet, because they still could be money for you, for both of you, in stuff they haven't put out.
I see. I don't know if I would be that cheeky. I think if I had a relationship, or I knew the person, not relationship.
Oh, I've got to be concerned, however, about the charity shop workers.
If I had some kind of relationship, like they knew me and I knew them, or we got chatting for a bit, then I might be cheeky enough to ask. But I don't know if I would ask, like, oh, do you mind if I have a look in the back? If you do that, then that's brave and good on you for doing it. But
just don't say it with a wink and a kiss at the same time.
Well, that might be the way you get it.
It could possibly be.
That's probably how Andrew gets all his stuff. Goes in,
yeah.
You know.
Mad Tat says wife's literally signing up to Quidco now through your link.
Yes, get in there. 10 quid each, that.
Oh, we've got retro reselling in. Hi, Chris Bell. Evening all.
Hello.
Right,
nice
you're literally just getting in because we're about to.
Yeah, we're going to draw this in a minute. We're going to draw it. So, just a reminder: if you're not part of Quidco, then you're missing out on completely free money. Completely free money. By doing your My Hermes postage via the Quidco link. You get 5% back, which might not sound a lot, but if you do, I'm not going to work out in my head, but if you do like £10 worth of postage, it's 50p. So if you do that every day, it's £2.50 a week, £10 a month, and you probably do more than that anyway. So I've earned 40 quid cashback, confirmed cashback. They track it and then they confirm it. So I've got 40 quid confirmed over the last 2 months. It's cost me nothing other than an extra click. Do it. Sign up through my link on carbootchris.com and we all get a tenner. It's no brainer. Do it. Right, I've plugged that too much. Forget it.
Right, we've got to our hour, so I think we need to draw this.
Well, Thing is on later. I think Nick and Andrea are on probably later on today. So
well, we don't want to start eating into their time, do we?
So we'll clear out of here so you can.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Money Mental? Are you ready for me?
Who's going to win this?
Pull it out. Ready, ready.
Put my name in there.
No, you can't. We've already got one. Woo! Drum roll. Right, let's go for it. Oh,
hold it up so that we know we're not cheating. If this is Money Mental, I'm going to go mad.
Are you ready? I can't open it. Will you take less? How do I get that?
It's because of the light.
Can you see it? Well done. Will you take less? This will be being put in the post to you.
Will you take less? Well done. This is yours. What you need to do now, don't put your address in the chat. If you're on Instagram, find me on Instagram, carbootchris. Say hello and send me your address and I'll post it to you. If you're not on Instagram, go to carbootchris.com and send me a message via there.
Are you still with us? Will you take less?
Is she there still?
I don't know if it's she. Do we know
Oh,
if it's she? He?
Sorry, yeah, absolutely. Could be. I just assumed, but it doesn't necessarily mean. Will you take less has won. This is yours.
Oh, he didn't take less. He took the prize. Boom. Well done, Gemma. We've still not getting them making a comment, so I'm wondering if they've left us early. So if not,
we'll find them
somehow.
Somehow. If does anyone know? Did they come in with like a photograph on their thing? We'll see if we can message them.
There it is. No, it's just got a little.
Click on the username. Go to channel. Right.
Don't have anything on there.
We'll find them. If we can't find them, we'll do it all over. We'll draw someone else and we'll announce it on Instagram. How about that? If we can't find Will You Take Less, we will draw somebody else.
Oh, hang on. I am the man just since the unicycling accident. I am a man just since the unicycling accident.
Sorry,
right,
folks.
Okay.
The prize has been claimed. Right. You need to message me, Will You Take Less? Go to Instagram, find me on Instagram, CarBootChris, or go to carbootchris.com, send me a message via there. Then it'll be private, and you can send me your address. I will post it to you. And I'm hoping to God that you're in England.
But it doesn't matter if you're not. It doesn't matter. It's still coming. It's still
fine.
Coming.
Well, still send it, I promise.
Right.
Have we got anything else to say?
No, I think
we're going to call time on our little chat today. It's the 50th. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's oh shit! Is that a spider?
It's
fluff. I thought it was a big spider. Sorry.
Oh, Will You Take Less? Says give it to Money Mental.
Really?
Are you serious? Are you sure? Do you want us to give it to Money Mental? Oh, you don't need to do that.
Decide between you before we clock off who's having it, because it's going. Come on, whoever wants it.
Going once, going twice.
No more spiders.
Who's having it? Will You Take Less is in Australia. That's fine.
That's all right. I'll send it you.
That's fine. Don't worry. We'll send it.
No problem.
We'll send it.
Contact me and send me your address, and I promise you to God I will send it you.
If Money Mental wants ones, he can get one next time he comes visiting us. All right.
Yeah, we'll sort him out. One way or another. Right. I think that's it. Don't forget to please subscribe to our channel. It does help. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, will you just leave us a comment when you do dislike, because we only want to make things better. Sometimes we get thumbs downs straight away before we've even had any likes, and then people don't tell us why we've got a thumbs down.
We can't rectify it if we don't know, and if that means that you just don't want to see us, all I can say is don't tune in.
Don't watch. If you don't like it, don't watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, please subscribe, please like, and this is our 50th Car Boot Chris video, so it's a good milestone to be giving away this amazing.
And can I just say, it is actually it's going to Money Mental. They've decided amongst themselves, and it's going to Money Mental.
That's very kind.
It is. Thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in all the way from Australia.
Thank you very much.
Join us again soon.
Yeah. So should we call time on it?
Yeah.
And we need to put our little outro music on. So
I thought you were going to end up putting your dodgy music on again.
No. So, what?
I was going to say, awkward silence.
Yeah. So that's it. Thank you again for tuning in. Car Boot Chris, Bargain Bell, signing out. And we'll be back again soon. I'm going to do a top sales for April is going to be the next video. Probably out next week, I expect. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and go over to carbootchris.com.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.